Hi guys, I'm Natalie. This is PioneerRx Yoga. Today we're going to flow for 30 minutes and we're going to do some sun salutations, some ab work, and then stretch. Just a full body workout today. Does that sound like a good idea? You need a mat and the block is always optional. Let's get started by sitting down. You guys are all sitting down, so. If you're at home, make sure you have enough space around you. If you're in your office, angle your mat so that you're not bumping into anything. So let's take some time to get centered and grounded. Your hands could be by your sides, over your heart, over your belly, wherever you feel comfortable. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and intentionally. Take a moment to decide what you want this class to feel like, your intention for class. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Feel the weight of your body on your seat. Acknowledge your body for all the hard work it does. Acknowledge your mind for all the work it does. And also, acknowledge your body for the work that it's about to do. Open your eyes, roll out your shoulders just to kind of wake up and away from your ears a few times. And switch, bring them forward. Come back to center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. Come back to center. Inhale, right ear towards your right shoulder. Roll out your neck, left ear, left shoulder. And keep it going. You can do a full circle one way and switch. Inhale, lift your arms up. Let's do a side lean. Any side works. Lengthening, fingers wide. You can wiggle your fingers. And then this time, try to keep your other palm facing up so that you're not dumping your weight into that side. You're still lengthening. Come back up, look up, reach up, and do the same thing on the other side. Come back to center. Inhale, hands to your heart center. Exhale, hands by your sides. Let's meet in tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Let's keep our feet tucked under for this one. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is called cow. Exhale, round your back, bring your chin towards your chest, and press your body away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, lift, open up your collarbones. Exhale, connect to your lower belly. One more time, one more round. Inhale. Exhale. Come to a neutral spine and let's take some bird dogs. So extend your left leg up and your right hand forward. Flex your foot. Spread your fingers wide. So you activate that leg, engage your arm. And if you want to modify or if you don't want to balance, you can always let your toes find the mat. Hug in towards the midline. Lower down. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Left hand forward, right foot back. Remember not to hold your breath here. Keep the breath flowing. And release. Let's do one more round of cat-cows. Feel free to let your toes find the mat here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round your back. Come to a neutral spine. Curl your toes under if they're not already there, and then come into our favorite inversion, downward facing dog. So walk your dog here. You feel free to pedal out your feet. And then if this is your first time in down dog and you feel like there's a lot of pressure in the back of your neck and your shoulders, just know that your heels don't have to touch the mat. And you can press, you can always come down to your forearms as a modified version for dolphin pose. Or you can stay in all fours. So whatever feels good. But if you are in down dog, make sure that you engage your shoulder blades. Squeeze them together. And then if you feel like you need to bend your knees, feel free to do that. So wherever you're at, feel the backs of your legs stretch. Walk your dog for a few more breaths. And then press your hands down so that you lift up and back, all the way up to your outer hips. And then if your heels do touch the mat and you want more, lift your toes. That's an intense stretch right there. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take a moment here. Flatten your back so that it's parallel to the mat. Forward fold, exhale. One more time, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. And then nice and slow, come all the way up to standing. Extended mountain pose. Hands at your heart center. Look at your fingertips. And then build this mountain pose starting from your toes. Lift them up. Ground down the four corners of your feet. And then bring your inner ankles down. Outer shins in. And then hug in towards the midline. Bring your shoulders up and then back. Inhale, reach up, look up. Engage your core. Squeeze your belly in and up. And then forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Back is parallel to the mat. Feel free to bend your knees here. Forward fold, hinge at your hips. Walk your hands up to plank pose. Let your knees find the mat if you want to modify your plank. Shift forward and then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Walk your down dog by bending one knee at a time, sending your hips from side to side. So again, as I was saying before, engage your shoulder blades, squeeze them together. Relieve the stress from your neck and from your shoulders. And then engage your legs. If you have a block, place it in between your thighs and squeeze so that your wrists, you're not dumping all the weight on your wrists. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Flat back when you get there. Forward fold. Exhale. Mountain pose, reach. Forward fold. Let's flow. Flat back, breathe in. Walk your hands up to plank. Shift forward into your tippy toes. Elbows in, feel free to modify, lower down. Up dog, breathe in. Your thighs are off the mat. Down dog, breathe out and stretch the backs of your legs. So now press your hands down. Press your index knuckle and your thumb down and then try to sink your heels low. Stay here for one more breath. Get your ribs closer and closer to your thighs and then lift your heels high. Breathe in. Bend your knees low. Breathe out. Step or jump forward. Flat back. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Mountain pose. Reach. Ground down your feet. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Plant your hands. Feet back. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Downward facing dog. Send your hips back. Stay here for 2 breaths. And again, bring your elbows in towards the midline. And remember, you want to keep a micro bend there. You don't want to lock your elbows. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, sink your heels down. One more time, lift your heels super high. Bend your knees, look forward, travel forward. Flat back, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Mountain pose, reach. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back. Plant your hands, high to low push up. Exhale on your way down. Inhale, your heart comes forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the breath flowing. Sink your heels down. Press your hands down. This time I want you to focus on your core. And if it helps to place a block in between your thighs, please feel free to do that because that will remind you to keep your legs and your core engaged. So squeeze your belly in and up. And now lift your heels high. Bend your knees, look forward, travel forward. Keep your core engaged, flatten your back. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, reach. Sit low, chair pose. So you can take a wide-legged chair like I'm taking, or you can wiggle your feet together and sit in an invisible chair. Arms by your ears. So belly in and up towards your rib cage, tailbone down. Weight is on your heels, and if you want to intensify, you can lift your toes. One more breath. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Plank pose. Shift forward. Elbows in, engage your shoulder blades, lower down. Upward facing dog, proud chest. Downward facing dog, hips back. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Bring your right foot forward in between your thumbs. Hands stay down. You can stay here or you can modify. You can let your knee find the mat, your back knee. Shift forward and back. Open up by lifting your right hand towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Come back to center. Pivot your back heel down, let it find the mat, and then come up. Warrior one, inhale. So here, you want a 90-degree bend in that front knee. And you want to sink your back heel down. If you have a block, you can place it in between your hands and squeeze. Use your inhales and your exhales to square your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot forward in between your thumbs. Remember, you can modify. Let your back knee find the mat. If your back knee is up, shift your weight back and forth. You can come up to your fingertips or use a block as an extension of your arms, and then you open up. Left hand up. So make sure that here you're twisting from your low belly and you're lengthening through the crown of your head. Come back to center. Right heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior one. So to modify warrior one, you can spread your feet apart so you're not in a tight rope. 90-degree bend in that front knee. And then bring your right hip forward and lift your left hip up and back so that your hips are squared. Nice adjustments. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Walk your dog here. Bend one knee at a time or both. Move your heels from side to side. And let's all get into child's pose. Big toes touch, knees are wide. You can walk your hands forward, let your forehead relax. If you're at home, you can place a pillow or a cushion for a supported child's pose. So take a moment to acknowledge your body, your hands, your feet, your core. And take a deep, deep inhale. Exhale, let go of any tension after the sun salutations. And let's all meet in downward facing dog. So remember, if you want to modify, you can always bend your knees or come down to your forearms. Inhale fully. Exhale. Lift your heels, bend your knees, travel forward. Flat back, inhale, forward fold. Mountain pose, reach. Let's all take chair pose. So you can place a block in between your hands, a block in between your thighs to help you keep everything engaged. Use your exhales to sit lower and lower in your chair. Soften your face. Smile if maybe that helps. Engage your core. Forward fold, let go of the block. Flat back, inhale. High to low push-up, jump or step back. Upward facing dog, proud chest. Downward facing dog, hips back. Right foot forward, warrior. Inhale as you come up. Let's build this sequence. Open up into warrior two. So you're opening up, it's like you're reaching opposite sides of the room, keeping that 90-degree bend in your front knee, but now it's an external rotation of that thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. And then come forward for a supported side angle lunge. So you're resting your forearm on your thigh. Left hand reaches up. And then left hand reaches forward. If you want to intensify, you don't have to let your forearm rest on your thigh. You can just keep your hand reaching forward. You can even pretend like you're grabbing a volleyball or a beach ball. 2 more breaths here. Open up your chest. So engage your collarbones here. Spread them. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your leg, reverse triangle. Hands down, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, inhale, downward facing dog, side out. Take a deep breath in to get ready for the other side. Let go. Left foot forward in between your thumbs. Inhale, come up, warrior one. So squeeze your inner thighs together here before you open up, warrior two. And here, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press the outer edge of that back foot down. Keep your front knee low and then reverse your warrior. Inhale. Side angle lunge. Supported side angle lunge. So you're here, you can extend it by reaching that top hand towards the front. You can even reach that bottom hand as well. Or you can pretend like you're grabbing a beach ball. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. Keep pressing that right foot down. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Feel that side body stretch. That should feel really good. Cartwheel down, hands to the mat. high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale fully and deeply, sigh it out. Right foot forward in between your thumbs, warrior one more time. Open up, warrior two. Nice and slow, flip and reverse. Exhale, side angle, full side angle. So you have options. You can come, your hand could come to the inside or outside of your foot or to a block. And a good way to not dump all your weight into that wrist is to make a fist. Extend your side angle. Open up your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. And then triangle pose. So this time you straighten your knee. And then again, the block could be in any setting and it could come outside or inside your foot. And then here you want to think about sending your hips forward. So you could even come into a mini back bend. You can place the block away from you and come into a mini back bend here. Try not to dump your weight into that wrist and just get bigger and bigger in your triangle. Come to your fullest expression. Acknowledge your body. Bend your front knee. Hands down, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Warrior one, left side. Got a whole new side. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. So think about spreading your collarbones, opening up your chest towards the ceiling. Good way to not let our upper body do all the work is to keep pressing that back foot down and then lifting up and out of our torso. Extend your side angle. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Triangle pose, so straighten your front knee, adjust your block to wherever you want it or your hand, and then open up. So if you need to move your block back so that you can come into a mini back bend in your triangle, feel free to do that, but keep opening up. Think about spreading your feet wider apart, making it your full expression. Bend your front knee, hands down to the mat, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Nice job. Shift forward into plank. Feel free to place a block in between your thighs. And then you can always modify by letting your knees find the mat. Come into side plank. Any hand can come up. And remember, you can modify by letting your knee find the mat. Come back to full plank. Side plank on the other side. And back to center. You can do this on your forearms if that feels good. Side plank, one more time. This time, if you want to intensify, lift your top leg. Back to center. And switch. Lift. And back to center. Come down to your forearms. And let's hold it for 5. Squeeze. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take an ear down. Let your hands relax. Let yourself feel really heavy on your mat. Switch ears. Place your hands by your sides. Exhale all your air out. And then as you inhale, lift up. So hover your feet and your hands. And then lower down. And do that one more time. Locust pose. Lift. Squeeze and then lower down. One last time. Squeeze and lift. Lower down. Now bend your knees, either one knee or both knees. Grab anything you can grab. You can grab the outside of your foot, maybe it's just one, or your ankles. Now let yourself get really heavy and exhale. And then lift up, floor bow. Inhale. Lower down. Let go of your feet. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth, side to side, And then make your way to child's pose. Inhale. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Deep breath in, and on your next exhale, let's all meet in downward facing dog. And now lift your heels, bend your knees, jump through your hands onto your seat, onto your back. If you have a block, place it in between your thighs and lift up for bridge. So here you want to walk your shoulders under you. You could even interlace your hands under you. Squeeze that block in between your thighs and keep lifting. And then lower down, let go of your hands. Lift right back up, bridge pose. Engage your legs. Walk your heels closer towards you if this is too easy. Lower down. So now you can do a bridge, or you can plant your hands by your ears and lift up for a full wheel. Inhale fully and lift. Bring your chin towards your chest and lower down. Let go of the block. Recline butterfly. Feet together, knees out. Hand over your belly and hand over your chest. Let your lower back relax here. And now let's take happy baby pose. So grab the outside of your feet or your ankles or any part of your leg that you can grab. Gently press your lower back down if that feels good. You can sway from side to side. Extend and bend one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. Like a happy baby. And now straighten your legs. Reach both hands forward, shoulders come off the mat, and then hover your heels a third of the way. Keep your core engaged, lower another third. Keep your core super engaged, another third. Look at your toes, lift your legs back up. Toes together, heels out. Reach your hands forward, lower your heels a third of the way. And then another third. And then another third. Look at your toes, lift your legs up. Heels in, toes out. Lower a third of the way. And another third. And last one, look at your toes and crisscross. 3, 2, 1. Lift your legs up and hug your knees. So bring your knees in towards your chest. And then roll your knees away from each other and towards each other. Bring your forehead towards your knees if it feels good. Curl up into a ball. And then let your knees fall over to the right and your face to the left. You can place your hands wherever you're comfortable. I like to take T-shaped arms. If you want to intensify the supine twist, you can always take eagle legs. and come back to center. Let your knees fold over to the other side and your face to the opposite. Come back to center, inhale fully, exhale into your final resting pose, and that could be Shavasana, reclined butterfly, whatever helps you rest. Acknowledge your body for all the hard work it did. Acknowledge your yoga practice. Take a deep inhale and an even deeper exhale. Full body stretch. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, and then slowly roll over to the side for infant's pose. On your next inhale, prop yourself up to your seat. Open your eyes if they were closed. The light in me sees and honors the light in you.